Welcome to another episode of Mojave River Valley News. This is our candidate series. And again, we're out here at the Hesperia Civic Park. What a beautiful night. We have some candidates tonight we're going to be talking about from the city of Victorville, from an assembly seat, from a school board seat, to a water board seat, to a college seat. And it'd be fun to see exactly what everybody's thinking here tonight. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. I got a great interview for you. I have Ken Nowicki. He's running for the Hesperia Recreation and Park District Board. It's a great interview, and we'll be right back with you. Hey, we're back with you. I'm Eric Swanson. I'm here with Ken Nowicki. So, take a few moments to tell them about yourself.
Hi, my name is Ken Nowicki. I'm running for the Recreation Park District, Area 4, District 4 seat. I've been a lifelong resident of Hesperia. I work and pretty much do everything I can around the city of Hesperia. I've grown up here. I love the community. I work out at the Marine Corps base out in Yermo, California, the Marine Corps depot that does all the repairs. And I've worked out there for close to 15 years as a civil servant. And I've been involved in other programs around the city.
Involved Little League.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Local Little Leagues.
Right.
I've done that I've been involved for the last 6 years since my oldest was old enough. And I joined the board on that when COVID hit and everything kind of shut down, and I didn't want to see any programs go away. So I kind of took the reins of that, and here I am.
Well, you're running for a seat. Like I always tell this to everybody, and they probably have heard it so many times on the videos. You're running for a seat on a multi-million-dollar organization. How do you feel on that?
Well, currently the job that I hold with the Marine Corps, I have multi-million-dollar production lines that I manage material for. I have production shop planners that we have to manage multi-million-dollar budgets on a daily basis. So everything is just balancing out at zero and finding out what are the priorities and where can you spend the money that best represents a community? What is the community asking for? What's going to benefit them the most? And it's all accounting. You know, it's being accountable to the public.
Let's go on to the next thing I want to touch on here, and that's has to do with public safety. Because public safety for any elected office, I don't care what level, if it's federal down to even a water board or whatever it is.
Sure,
it's really the most important thing. Tell me where you feel we are right, wrong, or indifferent, or where do you think they can go in the Recreation Park District here for safety?
Well, the Recreation Park District, anywhere in California, we've seen a rise in crime. I've been around a lot of the parks, just being involved in the local Little League for a number of years, and I've seen a lot of stuff get worse. I mean, we're finding needles on the ground. Unfortunately, we have a lot of homeless folks that are living in the areas that our kids play in. So security, that's one of the main things I work on, is making sure that our kids are safe. And that's what the park district needs to do is focus on keeping the residents safe, especially our kids. You know, this is where they come to play. The majority of them, this is what they have to go to. So safety and security is paramount. It's number one. And
so let's move on to one of the other things here, because when you got safety out of the way, now we're talking about our facilities, you know, the parks themselves, you know, them even with programs around the parks. Let's touch on that a little bit. Where are we? We have balance on that right now?
I don't believe so. I would like to see more community outreach from the park district. You know, there's a lot of programs that residents in the city don't know about. There's not much information put out on those. There's senior programs that, how are we getting the information out to these seniors?
Right.
There's information on programs that the park district is running for kids that a lot of kids don't know about that. How do we reach out to the families in the community to let them know. So those programs, they're falling short. At the same time, you have other programs that aren't run by Parks and Rec that are having issues with Parks and Rec, as far as available field usage. Do we have enough parks? Are we utilizing them correctly? Right. Those are some of the issues that I'd like to come in and change.
Let's talk about something else, because I mean, in any of the offices here we look at in Hesperia, is you have to be able to get along with 4 other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's you always got to know you have to count to 3 to make decisions, right? And you have to also be working along with the city manager, to understand how do you feel.
Well, I've been on a board of directors for a local Little League for the last 4 years, and we've gone from 4 people when COVID shut everything down to 17. So we have to make these decisions in a business organization, and we still have to manage that. So working together with people is, you have to be able to maneuver and come to an agreement on what's best for the organization that you're working for. So with Parks and Rec, it's getting to know the other folks that you're working with and finding common ground. How do we resolve the issues? How do we move forward on the things that the people in the community need, or on things in the community need, with those 4 other people or 3 other people? And even at work, I have a number of employees that work for me, and each day I have to figure out what's the best course of action to take with those folks. I deal with personalities all the time, and that's life. You have to find the best path forward as far as dealing with personalities and people, and bring people together.
What do you see next? What are the next steps for Hesperia Recreation Park District?
Hesperia Recreation Park District, I think there's light out there for growth. We have the Silverwood project coming up, and I know there's going to be parks going in down there. The areas up here, I think we can grow as far as we've seen sitting where we're at, Civic Plaza. We have beautiful areas. It's finding the areas that we do have and bringing those up to the level that areas like this are, and making people proud. I think there's light at the end of the tunnel there. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. We just have to determine what's the best course of action. How do we get there?
Can take a few moments and tell the folks why they should want to.
Well, like I said, I've been a resident of the city of Hesperia my whole life. I love this place. I love the people. I grew up here. A lot of friends, family. I have kids that are growing up in this community, and my wish is that my kids can grow up the same way that I did, with the same understanding and the same level of comfort in the areas that they have to grow up in, that I did. And, I think this community, we have a lot of great attributes and a lot of things that kids can do. I think there's a lot of stuff for the senior community to do. We just have to kind of put that together for everybody in the city to enjoy.
Ken, thank you very much for sharing with us today.
Thank you so much, Eric.
We've had a chance to sit down with some great candidates tonight. It's interesting to see how what the candidates feel that what they need to be, and where they're trying to aspire, and what they think the city council or the school board, for the water board, or whatever agency, even the trustees at the college, what everybody's thinking here. So, you know what? If you haven't had a chance, please subscribe, ring the bell, and give us a thumbs up, because we want to provide more of these candidate forums, these interviews, to get them out to the public, because how in the world do you find out who these folks are nowadays? It's very, very difficult. So, you know what? Stay tuned. We got more coming your way, more episodes of, no matter if it's candidates or all kinds of stuff from Mojave River Valley News. We'll see you next time.
having issues with Parks and Rec.